Right, it's kind of a little weak right there. We work a lot of football players. Aloha! Aloha! All right, before I begin, let's just give a huge round of applause for our inductees up here. They've dedicated a lot of work and a lot of time into doing this. So if you can give these guys a round of applause, because this is their night. All right, when asked by Mr. Zuri to say a little something on what it means to be a scholar athlete, many thoughts have ran through my head. At one point, I was stumped and baffled. I kept reverting back to a quote I was given to by a friend and my own personal coach I lost in my senior year of high school. Many of you may not quite remember him, but Kaikatan of Kapolei High School expressed to me before his passing in an all-star game that we played years ago. He said, "Obstacles in life are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful." And I'm going to say that again. Obstacles in life are what makes life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. A great success story of Andrew Luck, quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts. His obstacle was his smartphone. Very simple. He carried a flip phone throughout all his college career because he wanted to remain focused on reaching that NFL level. And when you think about the quote, it depicts exactly what we scholar athletes go through. We embody it. If you understand it, only you then can fathom the success, the trials in being a scholar athlete. Having been a coach at Aiea High School while playing football at the University of Hawaii, we underestimate the amount of pressure we ask of our athletes. We tell them to come to practice on a daily basis, memorize schematics, perform under pressure, fulfill your duties in your family, as well as excel in the classroom and more. All while everyone is watching. Now, the amount of pressure, the late night studying, dealing with multiple temptations amongst our peers is an enormous burden, but you stuck with it. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours of beating on your craft. You're up here today because you've mastered it. Remember, the day you stop learning is the day you stop growing. In being a scholar athlete, I believe we face 3 T's: trials, tribulations, and temptations. Let's face it, scholar athletes do things that stink. We do things that no one wants to do, but yet we get badgered and ridiculed for doing the right things. My friends, our society has changed so much that since when is it doing right become wrong? You go in for help because you're 2% short of an A, you get teased. While everyone is at study hall and talking, you're in the book studying, you get teased. Continue to be you because you are right. I'll tell you what sets us apart from others. You're all here because you're well-rounded athletes. You're all smart. It's a simple addition equation. You do the extra. You do what no one wants to. That's the first part, and you add that to ordinary. Because we remain humble, we're ordinary people, we tend to adapt, and at the same time, we blend in. Now, if you add those 2 words together, you're what some are trying to be. Extraordinary. You're extraordinary people, in which in our own way we are unique. We're not meant to stand out, but we do. We don't do things because we want a reward from it. We do it because it's right. In accepting this prestigious award, there's a few key things that you should know and develop. You should know, obviously, that if you look in front of you, there are many eyes on you than you have on them. Whether you like it or not, you're a role model that many generations look up to. A wise man once told me, your personal philosophy is the greatest determining factor in how your life works out. You can't change the world unless you change your world. My advice to my fellow inductees is to be able, at any moment, be willing to sacrifice what you are for what you want to become. When things get tough, don't wish for it to be easier. Wish for you to get better. Many of us don't realize that you're in the position you're in your life because you allowed it. I truly believe that there are 2 people in this world, those who say they can and those who say they can't. And the funny thing is, they're both usually right. A mentor of mine told me, if you're not helping someone get better, you're wasting your time. You've opened the door to a successful scholar athlete. That's no secret. You've paved the way. Don't close the door behind you. You go to school tomorrow, grab a hand, bring them with you. We need more people in this world like you. Give them hope. Have hope in them and show them the true right from wrong. Continue to give back to your community and remain humble. Remember, my friends, have a dream and protect it. You'll have doubters. Shut them out and remain focused. I've mentioned the word hope a few times in this speech, mainly because that's my gift to you. It's a challenge to you. It's often misconstrued with the definition that we have a 50-50 chance at something happening. Most people don't realize it's actually an acronym. HOPE. Helping others pursue excellence. That's what this award's about. Being a humanitarian. In conclusion, my brothers, you have a dream, go for it. But it will always be a dream if you have goals, if you don't have goals and steps to get there. I challenge you to find a life coach, create a philosophy, be extraordinary, remain humble, and practice hope. Set a legacy for others to follow. On behalf of my fellow alumni, congratulations on your induction. You're all amazing people, don't forget that. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you.